What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Mall Garage.
Today we're going to be putting this seat into this car. Alright guys, what's up? So today Noah's running around a little bit and kind of just doing some stuff on his own, so I did some stuff on my own as well. And basically I was just making some brackets to try and get my bride seats in the car. So I'll show you what I picked up here. We just picked up some Rep brides. They was told they were real. I'm pretty sure that they're not. There's no authentication on them. And they're not the nicest, they're a little rough, but I did pay a lot for them, and they're going to suit the car perfectly, so we're going to try and make them work.
Yeah, no, if one of you guys do know for somehow how you can tell from a Rep for a real one, that'd be sick. Like here, if there's some like specific thing that can tell you if it's real or fake, that'd be really cool.
That'd be awesome. So to start this process, we basically peeled the seat rail off of this. Is like a Mazda 3 seat, a Mazda 5 seat, I'm not 100% sure. But they already came in the car and they were mounted in the car, so I knew that the seat rails would work. So what I did is I lopped them off, and then right now it's just in the car and I have the seat rail just to test it out, just to basically line up what's going to happen, make sure it works, and yeah. Now what we're going to be doing is taking these little pieces of trim that I have designed to fit onto my seat. If you look, they line up almost perfectly. I'm going to have to make these holes a little bit bigger. And then what we're going to do is we're going to be welding this tab onto that seat rail. So we're going to have to cut them up and box them off and make them work, but it should be pretty sweet. Alright guys, what's up? Quick pro tip, if you ever want to put a hole in metal, use a center punch. You can line it up exactly where you want it. You just tap it with a hammer a few times, and then when you put your drill bit in, your drill bit's going to line itself up right in the little hole, and then it won't move around. Alright guys, so I just finished drilling out the holes for my brackets that are going to be attached to the seat. So we're going to be attached here and here. These aren't absolutely perfect, but it's going to be close enough. So the next step is going to be lining it up in the car, seeing where I want to mount them to that, and then I'm going to have to take the seat brackets out, flatten them, make them nice and square, put them back in, and tack them in. Alright, what's up guys? As you can see, I have my favorite tool in the garage here, so we're about to devastate the seat rail. We thought about it for a bit, and I thought about maybe boxing these in and mounting my seat to the top of it, or my seat brackets, but we kind of thought about it for a little longer. We realized if we just cut it flush down here, that there should be enough material here to either work off of, or get one of these plates and weld it on there, and then be able to build my bracket off of that. And probably more sturdy, a lot easier, and I was just sitting a little bit too high when we mounted the seat to the top of this.
Yeah, so basically just get rid of all this, and then we just have a flat, level surface to work with, and then it's all going to be even instead of having all this. This changes height a lot.
Exactly. So key to doing something like this is you don't want to cut too much material. It's always better to leave a little bit extra and come back with a flappy disc and get it to exactly what you want. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to eyeball it and just think about where I want to cut this. And yeah, we're just going to send it.
Let's get to cutting. Alright, so that's one side off, and that's
so that was
what
my
we got
first
now.
cut. I left a lot more than I needed, as you can see. Like if you look on the inside here, there's probably like a half a pinky gap, just extra material, so I can come back with a flappy disc and determine how much I actually need. But for now, we're just gonna get the other side. Alright guys, little update here. So I got the one side off. So the whole thing's now flush now. Gonna start getting working on the other side. In the meantime, Noah's just doing a little bit of maintenance to his car, making sure his bumper fits up real nice. So yeah, get back to you when I have the whole thing cut off, and I'll show you the final product. Alright guys, what's up? So we're finally getting to a point in time where we can actually weld. We have our little plates that are going to be sitting on top of our seat rails ready to go. This one's all tacked up and pretty damn close to level, so we're just going to throw some tacks on it and probably weld it all up, put it in the car, tack the other brackets on.
You're on to run them through your setup?
Yeah,
with the welder?
Setup. So I just picked this thing up. It's just an Eastwood multi-process machine, so I can do stick, MIG, and TIG. I'm running 110 cubic foot cylinder that is 85-15, or I run in CO2. And yeah, today we're using MIG on some pretty low settings. We've got some thin material. I'm sorry, that's kind of weird. Shut up, Nicky.
This is kind of scary. I'm looking right at it.
Alrighty. Got one.
First tack's on.
Watch your eyes. Pretty fucking close.
Good enough, that's for sure.
Table wasn't perfect. It ain't gonna be perfect either. It's good enough.
Perfect.
Here, get another shot. Hey guys, I'll take you into the bunker here if you just come with me. This is purely for welding and just give us about 10 minutes. Exactly what you can see right there. That's welding. And my name's Jeff. Welcome to the Mod Garage. Today we're welding.
Really safe right now.
Asshole 80s, that's for sure. Very safe.
I'm just closing my eyes.
Okay, let her rip.
Alright guys, a little update here. So we've got the plates welded on. The sliders now.
Don't show that side, don't show that side.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Alright guys, yeah, so as Noah said, we got the plates tacked on, and this is a brand new machine to me, so I'm just figuring some stuff out, and that's why we have some kind of bad welds over here. But on my second piece, it came out a lot nicer, and on this inside weld in here, if you can see in there, we actually got a lot of penetration, so these things are on here for sure. No going back now. I might hit this outside one again, get another one in here or something, but yeah, our I don't know, I guess our our second mounting bracket on the seat rail is now on there. So
yeah, so basically the plan here is, so we have these mounted on here so we can have a flat surface,
yeah.
And then you saw the other bars that are on the seat, and then we're just going to weld those across like this.
Alright guys, so we have the seat in the car, kind of where it's going to be, and I'm going to hop in and just make sure it works for me. So it looks pretty good in there. As Noah said earlier, we definitely need to upgrade the wheel, but that's for another time. Let's see how this fits. Yeah, that's perfect.
Looking good.
So I'm pretty much as far back as I can mount the seat, and I still have a little bit of room, and I'll probably slide it forward like one notch or something.
And still got head clearance.
Yeah, I got lots of head clearance, just my hair. Yeah, this is looking pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Pretty stoked on how this is looking good.
Alright guys, so now we got this back mount all lined up. Just getting ready to tack it in place so we can make sure it's all straight before we pull it out of the car.
Yeah, so when you're doing this, if your seat rails, like if your sliders are independent of one another, it's really smart to tack it in the car because that way it can't get out of alignment basically. So by doing this, we're just confirming that it's square and straight, and we had a tri-square in here and it's perfect 90. So,
yeah, and then we can just pull it all out and then finish the welds after.
Exactly. Alright guys, so it's getting a little bit late here, but we finally have our bracket pretty much mocked up as to what it's going to be. This has been out of the car like 3 or 4 times now, just to make sure it's right. But this is what it looks like. So this one in the back here is permanently tacked in place, and this one on the front is currently lined up and it's ready to get tacked up, and this is kind of the moment of truth, because if this goes wrong, then I'm going to be cutting and grinding for an hour or 2 more. If this goes right, then we're set to paint, and it's going to be a good night. So let's see what happens.
Alright guys, so here's the moment of truth. We're going to see if our hard work equaled things lining up, or if we're going to have to grind a lot of shit away.
Pretty much. It's a nerve-wracking moment of any project. I mean, we already know that the slider isn't going to work because of how the seat is positioned.
Yeah, we didn't really realize that.
But so far I'm liking how the holes are lining up.
Yeah, just how the seat works here. The slider, you can see, is pressed into the bottom of the seat, so it's So we're gonna have to do something with that if we want to be able to use it, but
100%.
it's not the biggest concern. We just want the seats in the car. Good news. Good news.
Oh. Good news.
Nice.
Good news, guys. So, we have her tacked up now. We have all 4 of it mounted in. Sliders are attached. The only issue is this Joni right here. So, yeah. Guys, what's up? It's getting really late now, and we have our seat bracket actually made on the seat, reinforced super nicely. It's not going anywhere. Like, this thing is pretty legit. There's only one problem with it, and that is our actual slider. So because of how this, I don't really know, like the trigger works, I guess, they come down at an angle here, and that's just binding with our seat. And basically, how you work this one is you pull it, if you were sitting in the seat, it would pull up, so it needs to go that way. Obviously, it can't. And so right now, we unfortunately can't get in the car, and it's too late to cut these apart and fix them. So anyways, we're gonna pick this up tomorrow, and I'll see you then.
What's up, guys? It's the next day, so we're just gonna pick up from where we left off, starting with trying to figure out how we can get this slider to work properly.
Yeah, so last night briefly we showed you how this is catching, and I think what the plan is we're just gonna cut this right here and this right here. Alright guys, so we just drilled off the excess material on the, I guess, I don't know, the arm for this mechanism. We basically cut it off so that we could actually remount this how we want it to be. And then I've just bent this open a little bit. And basically I'm trying to clean up the material, and I'm going to tack this bar in place like this. And I should have more than enough room. And this is all the way up. I still have my seat in there.
Yeah, so what we actually did was we flipped this upside down because it curves up.
Yeah.
See, like,
so originally it's that
that's
like
how
that.
it normally is, and it was hitting the seat, so we just flipped it upside down, and then that should give us
More than enough
clearance.
room.
Yeah.
Alright, watch your eyes.
Alright guys, so we got the little lever here all welded back together, and then we're just gonna test fit it, make sure we have enough clearance before we move forwards.
Yeah, so full disclosure, if you're planning on doing this yourself, you're going to be taking your seat off your seat rail probably about 5-6 times, and you'll be putting your seat rail in your car about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, it takes some test fitting for sure. But so far we're looking pretty good. You can see here, this was pressed in there before, but now you slip my finger in between there, so we should be pretty good.
Alright, so now we're all tested it up. That rail works. This rail works. So,
Perfect.
pull it off, paint it, throw it back in the car, and we're done.
Sweet.
We can't be that coordinated.
Alright guys, so we're just getting a coat of paint on this to prevent some rusting, and it should be good to go.
Alright guys, so we have our final product here. Seat rail's all painted up and ready to go in the car.
Looking really good. The paint definitely helps a lot.
Yeah, the paint hides a lot of the blemishes and whatnot, and it's going to prevent rust. So, yeah, gonna slap her in. Alright guys, so we finally have the final product in the car. This is what it looks like. I have my bride seats in here with my neck pillows, and I'm pretty stoked on how it all came out. So, you pop the door, see the nice black seat rail underneath. It's pretty low profile. You look right in here. And then I'll just hop in and I'll show you how she works. Got sliders on it, so I can sit all the way back here. Come all the way up here. So yeah, I'm pretty freaking happy with how they came out. They're a lot comfier in the car than they were on the ground. So yeah, pretty stoked. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Peace.